Hello, I'm Antonio Mora. This is the newsandnews.com day in brief. Today's top stories in 4 minutes. It's Tuesday, November 13th at about 6:30 p.m. Would it be too much to ask the White House, just give us a day off from the drama? Where do they get the energy for the constant turmoil? Ironically, the main beneficiaries of the never-ending upheaval are the media organizations President Trump so enjoys attacking. A post-midterms purge at the White House was expected and, in effect, began last week with the firing of Attorney General Jeff Sessions. What nobody would have expected was that the second salvo would come from the office of the First Lady. In an extraordinary statement, Melania Trump's spokesperson said that a deputy national security advisor no longer deserves the honor of serving in this White House. President Trump later indicated that the staffer, Mira Ricardel, will be fired. Except for the incident with a coat that had the words, "I don't care" on it, Melania Trump had mostly behaved with class and done a good job as First Lady. However, for her to publicly shame a top member of the White House National Security staff is at best questionable, even if Ricardel had feuded with her staff. Other First Ladies have wielded lots of power, but they used it behind the scenes. This may be a first. It also raises questions about the status of National Security Advisor John Bolton, who until now was seen as increasingly powerful. Ricardel was an ally of his. Reports are that the president is planning to replace multiple officials in the West Wing and the cabinet. Rumors persist about White House Chief of Staff John Kelly and his former deputy at Homeland Security, who now heads the department, Kristen Nielsen. She's believed to be the next to go. Trump is reportedly not happy with her handling of immigration and border security. 21 million people are under red flag warnings because of the California fires. That is the highest possible alert. 21 million people. Containment of the fires has grown, but intense winds are expected to make conditions worse. Rain isn't expected to help until next week. Another measure of the magnitude of the disaster is that more than 1,500 welfare checks have been called in from relatives who can't find their loved ones. That's just in the area of the Camp Fire, with 42 confirmed deaths at this hour, is already the state's most deadly and destructive. More than 200 people remain missing. A quick headline roundup: Trump's bromance with French leader Emmanuel Macron is increasingly turning into a feud, especially with a new series of tweets out of the White House. After hundreds of rockets were shot into Israel from Gaza in what is the worst violence there since the 2014 Gaza war, it's Israelis who are protesting a ceasefire and demanding action. The recordings from the Saudi consulate in Istanbul are reportedly seen as more strongly linking the Saudi crown prince to the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. And CNN has sued Trump and top White House aides for barring Jim Acosta from the White House. Sarah Sanders claimed it's more CNN grandstanding, arguing the network has almost 50 press passes, and that the White House can't conduct an orderly press conference if there's inappropriate behavior. But the dismissal may violate prior court rulings and even Secret Service guidelines. In our alternate universes segment, the great divide between conservative and liberal media, one especially vociferous Trump critic, supported by most pundits on her TV panel, said today that it was terrible for Trump, the First Lady, and the White House to be engaging in behavior she described as only fit for bad reality TV. She was referring to the controversy over the firing of the Deputy National Security Advisor, arguing that it was especially outrageous because of the California fires. The irony, of course, is that she and most cable television ignored the fires for days. And in a special irony, the CNN show she was on didn't bother to address the fires for 45 minutes, during which the show dealt with all sorts of less important political stories. If you believe in the honesty and intellectual consistency of these pundits, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you. We have all those stories and much more updated around the clock 7 days a week on newsandnews.com, where you will find all you need to know in one place. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the right of your screen just below this video. Please follow us on Facebook at Real News and News, and follow me on Twitter at AMoraTV. I will see you again tomorrow.